Good afternoon, all of you. Welcome to the online webinar of Gujarat Science City. We are organizing a summer science e-workshop. Today we are organizing workshop on chemistry in our daily life. Today we are our resource person with us, Ritik Majetia sir. Sir is working in IPR, Institute of Plasma Research. I would like to request sir to start our session uh, on the topic chemistry in our daily life.
Good afternoon, one and all. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
We human beings, knowingly or unknowingly, surrounded by chemistry. From morning to evening, life to death, it is a big aspect of our day-to-day life. One may think that chemistry is just a branch of science that deals with chemicals in the lab, but unknowingly, we are applying in daily work. We are applying chemistry in daily work. We find its use in the food we eat, cleaning chemicals, the air we breathe, every object we touch literally. Students' chemistry education takes place in lecture and books, lab playing instruments and chemicals. They don't see the relevance in everyday life, but it is important. Every object we touch is indirectly but not directly but not indirectly related to chemistry only. Understanding the importance of chemistry in our regular life is the most important and technological in competitive society. It helps to understand the world issuing arising currently. Like we are going through the pandemic. I hope all the students are doing well. One might get surprised when we can say that our body is made of fully of the chemical elements and compounds. So we can say that we are products of chemistry. Our emotions, love, respect, jealousy, frustration, all are chemistry. Um, like in the current pandemic, as we all know, the medicines and sanitizers are, are a routine habit. We have to make working with sanitizers a routine habit. And sanitizers are itself a product or a substance that are made up of chemicals. There are two types of chemicals. We can see these are hand rub sanitizers. Hand rub because we clean like that this way. But every corner of our hand gets thoroughly cleaned by the action of sanitizer. There are two types of sanitizers. First one is non-alcoholic based sanitizer and the second one is alcoholic based sanitizer. Non-alcoholic based sanitizers are mostly costly but skin friendly. Alcohol based sanitizers that we use nowadays are not skin friendly as they have they reduce the moisture content of the skin. The main compositions of the sanitizers, the first one I described was non-alcoholic based sanitizer. The constituents of the non-alcoholic based sanitizers are benzyl chlorium chloride and triclosan. Both the chemical compounds are made up of benzene. Now you may have studied chemistry in your ninth standard or above, and that we came across many compounds like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen. Here R is an alkyl group, phenols, carboxylic acid, acetaldehyde, ketones, many such compounds. Single bond properties, double bond properties, triple bond properties. So here all the properties will be applied. This particular bond where a single chain is connected is known as single bond. This is a double bond where there are two repeated lines. A benzene ring which is constituted of 6 carbon atoms. Each corner of this benzene ring contains one carbon. and the rest is filled by hydrogen. So this benzyl cholium chloride is a disinfectant and doesn't dry hand, so that it is used in non-alcoholic based sanitizer in place of alcohol as a substitute of alcohol, but is a costlier alternative. So to reduce the cost, we are using isopropyl alcohol, which is very much feasible and cheaper alternative nowadays. Benzyl chlorium chloride is the benzene attached with the nitrogen group and carbon, which is an salt of chloride group. Moving to the triclosan, Na non-alcoholic base sanitizer, NaBHS, are mainly consists of two compounds, that are benzyl cholium chloride and triclosan. Triclosan is an antibacterial and antifungal group. It prevents bacterial activity and fungal activity near the skin. Now, the first one being an costly alternative, we move to the second one, that is alcohol-based sanitizers. The main constituent of alcohol-based sanitizers is isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol is also called 2-propanol. 2-propanol because according to the IUPAC rules that we studied in our 10th standard, the rule was that we should number the carbon atoms in the longest chain and the functional group should have the least number. So here the functional number of functional isomers. Here there is one functional group. This functional group constitutes of carbon and hydrogen atoms. The isopropyl alcohol, alcohol kills the proteins present in the viruses, but it dries skin with continuous use. Like in day-to-day routine, we are using sanitizers many times. It can kill the viruses, but it dries the skin, the negative side. So that we add a glycerin, small amount of glycerin to it, so that it can moisturize the hand, so that it doesn't dry out our hand. So we add a small amount of glycerin to alcoholic based sanitizers, which is again a chemical compound. The next one is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, that is H2O2. We add H2O2 to the alcoholic based sanitizers that prevent infection and heals minor cuts. Minor cuts like the cuts we have in our hand, it can prevent those cuts.
Excuse me, sir, we cannot see your slide.
Just a minute, I'll check. And there is a connectivity issue. Wi-Fi has stopped working. I will sort it as soon as possible now. Apologies for the delay.
No problem, sir.
It is taking longer than usual to sort out the problem. Please bear with me.
Okay, no issue, sir.
Okay, when I reset the server, it is initializing.
સર શું ઇશ્યુ છે? આપણે સ્લાઇડ વગર બી થશે તો બી કોઈ ઇશ્યુ નથી.
હા મેમ, બસ ચાલુ થઈ ગયું છે, એક જ મિનિટમાં.
ઓકે.
And is the presentation visible now?
નો સર.
Ma'am, is it fine if I share my phone? Will that is are they visible, sir? Got it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Done.
Apologies, everyone. We just got a technical failure. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay. Done, sir.
Okay, so we were at isopropyl alcohol, the main constituent that is used in alcohol-based sanitizers. This isopropyl alcohol can also be called 2-propanol because the hydroxyl group is attached at the second number of carbon according to the IUPAC rules. IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, which says that the longest chain of carbon should be selected within functional group with the least number of carbon. So here we are attaching a hydroxyl group to the second carbon. So we can also name it as 2-propanol. Normal propanol and ethanol can also be used, but isopropyl alcohol is preferred as not much quality compromise is made by using isopropyl alcohol, which is more cheaper than ethanol and propanol. Here glycerin is added as an moisturizer because isopropyl alcohol on continual use can dry out the hand, so that we add glycerin. Hydrogen peroxide is similar to triclosan. Benzyl chlorine chloride in non-alcoholic based sanitizer, we can use triclosan to prevent the bacterial activity and infection. Here we are adding hydrogen peroxide as it blends well with the isopropyl alcohol, which is H2O2, which blinds very well with the hydrogen, the isopropyl alcohol. Hydrogen peroxide is just similar to water with just an extra oxygen. Water is H2O, hydrogen peroxide is H2O2, but it has extremely different properties when compared to water. That is the magic of chemistry. It can prevent infection and also heal minor cuts. So that we are adding hydrogen peroxide and glycerin to alcohol-based sanitizer, so that the dryness to compensate of the dryness that is as a result of using an alcohol as a sanitizer. The medicine, we are using medicine very often these days to cure the virus. These are the substances which we can use to prevent a surgery. Like before surgery, the doctor will suggest us to take some medicine so that it gets cured. But in case it doesn't get cured with the medicines, prescribed medicines, then we can go for a surgery. The most commonly used medicines are all the chemistry. Like the paracetamol we take. The paracetamol is a drug name. You can remember tablets Crocin, Saviflu, Dolo 650. These all medicines contain the same drug, paracetamol. Only just the difference is the dosage. Paracetamol, Crocin, they are paracetamol 500 mg, and Dolo, which we were taking these days to get rid of fever, is paracetamol 650 mg. 6 mg is milligram. The paracetamol drug component is crocin was 500 milligrams and then dolo was 650 milligrams. So the paracetamol, it eases pain and reduces fever. It can also be called acetaminophen. So the main purpose of this paracetamol drug, it reduces pain and the fever also. It just depletes the activity of components that cause fever. Sodium bicarbonate is again an antacid. Antacid we can say as the word means anti-acid. We many times face acidity in our stomach. Our gastro system gets acidified. So to nullify the acidity, we have base in it. That is the sodium carbonate, or we can also call it antacid. The Eno soda we take is an antacid that reduces the acidity and maintains the pH level of our stomach so that acidity gets reduced. It can also heal indigestion. अगर अच्छे से पच नहीं रहा है फूड तो आप भी सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट ले सकते हैं and it prevents heartburn. Another very most common drug is phenol. Phenol is an active ingredient in diclofenac. It also eases pain and reduces infection. The drug ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is the drug which reduces inflammation, muscular aches and strains. So if you have an nerve blockage, muscular ache or an inflammation is redness in any area. In our age we used to get wisdom tooth. So wisdom tooth is an inflammation and muscular ache. So we can take the drug ibuprofen, which is a combination of benzene combined with this alkyl group, this propyl group, isopropyl group and this propanoic acid group, both attached to the benzene. The main chain here is benzene. So this reduces the sprains. Sprains is खिंचाव आ गए कहीं पे, आप कोई आपको बॉडी हार्ट दुख रहा है, नस झकड़ा गई है हम कहते हैं, तो we can take this ibuprofen drug. Another common drug is chlorpheniramine. Chlorpheniramine, it can be known as antihistamine. They help in reducing itches. खुजली आ रही है तो आप ये ले सकते हैं. Sneezing, watery eyes, runny nose. So it reduces the amount of water that exits your body. It can be also used to cure stings, bee sting, ant sting. So it can be helpful in those conditions. These are the most common medicines, and furthermore medicines are paracetamol. If you have been vaccinated, some of the participants may have been 18 plus. If you are vaccinated, you may have been given a tablet. The tablet provided, if you read the ingredients behind it, you will get this name, paracetamol 500 mg. It is a drug that will reduce the fever that you may get after vaccination, after being vaccinated. Another most important, but not the least, is food color. If you are going to a restaurant and drinking some juices, squashes, the colors, red color, blue color in strawberry, rose, blueberry, soft ka sharbat, green color, all that are natural food colors, or the coloring agents that are added to the substance to get an identical color, so that we can identify the substance. Turmeric we use in their day-to-day life in mostly all the kitchens. Haldi, also known as turmeric, it has this ketone bonding. Ketone is dash C double bond O dash. There is all the corners here are carbon. This carbon is attached to double bond oxygen and other two ends are free. This is the diketonic group, which is a turmeric, attached in double bond with benzene, phenol and methoxy. So every color like sabzis, dosas, many food items, you can get this color as a result of adding turmeric. The color can vary from deep red to yellow. One fact that the plant extract, turmeric is a plant-based ingredient. Plants extract this turmeric from roots, and the constituent, that is crude oil. Plants get this ingredient from wastage of crude, the presence of crude in ground. This color the color imparted to food is actually volatile, like a volatile oil, which is due to the curcumin. Curcumin is the main constituent of crude oil that turmeric inhibits in its character. Another fruit or a vegetable, you can eat it raw and cooked also. Many prefer it eating boiled. Is a chemical structure consisting of so many 6 carbon and 5 carbon chains attached to hydroxyl groups and carboxyl groups. So it is a mixture of biological active phytochemicals. It includes betalains, flavonoids, polyphenols, saponins. Polyphenols, this is a phenol. I think this only structure, this is a phenol. Here it is a phenol, and we call polyphenol because it is connected to a poly chain, a repeated chain. You can also call it the poly chain. Saponins and nitrate. Here you can see the compound nitrogen. It is the mirror image because the compound is inverted. So nitrates that impart a deep red coloration in the item. You can even get the redness in your hand. It is a major constituent of iron. It can increase the hemoglobin, the redness of a blood. Why our blood is red? It is because of hemoglobin, and this beetroot can increase. It contains very high amount of iron that can be converted into hemoglobin. It has a deep red color. So food colors: turmeric yellow, beetroot green, now beetroot red, deep red. Now spinach. Spinach imparts green color. It is the constituent of different fatty acids, which results into this structure of spinach. It imparts a bright green color. So you can see that it is a chain of benzene connected to oxyhexane and other double bond compounds. Beetroot is red color, deep red color, and carrot. Carrot, we can say it is light orange to red. The range of color that carrot imparts is from light orange to red. The main component in carrot is carotene. The carotene gets converted to vitamin A in our body. It is having the distinguished red color or the orangish color that we get from carrot. Blueberries, that small dotted berries you may have eaten. अभी उसकी सीजन आने वाली है, जरूर खाना. It imparts purple color. That is a mixture of various acids. आपने कभी खाई होगी तो आपको पता होगा कि उसका एकदम टैंगी टेस्ट होता है, खट्टा खट्टा टेस्ट होता है. So because it contains various acids, vitamins and other sugar conjugated anthocyanins. अब sugar conjugated यानी it contains sugar, मीठा भी लगता है थोड़ा थोड़ा. It is famous for its deep blue or purplish color. So the most common food colors are turmeric for yellow. These are natural food colors because if we go for artificial coloring, then any color you name can be made with chemistry, with the base of chemicals. That is the power of chemistry. So we are just focusing on natural colors because artificially we can make anything these days with the help of chemistry. Turmeric imparts yellow, deep red, green, orangish red, and deep blue is for blueberry. The preservative, if you are if you are very fond of pickles or wafers, chivdas, anything that you get from market has certain amount of preservative added to it. A preservative are a substance, those are added to the product to last its shelf life. It increases the shelf life by breaking its contact with oxygen, water and moisture content. So here are some preservatives that are available naturally to us. The first one, the basic one, is table salt. Ever wondered why no salt package has an expiry date or doesn't expire very soon? Because without any preservative, they are a natural preservative. It doesn't react to oxygen very quickly, and it cannot form further compounds to become expired or to get defunctionalized. Defunctionalized यानी इसका functional group कभी चला नहीं जाता किसी से react करके. इसलिए table salt is the most common preservative that we add to many of our dishes, day-to-day dishes. Sugar is another we can say preservative. It acts as a humectant. We can say humectant. Humectant is it maintains and stabilizes the water content in food. Water content जो food में होता है उसको maintain करता है, and it slows down the growth of bacteria, molds and yeast. Anything that has sugar, it will slow down the growth of yeast, molds and bacteria, जिससे कि further उसका preservation बढ़ जाता है. Yeast, बैक्टीरिया, फंगस लगना शुरू होता है तो फूड आइटम बिगड़ना चालू हो जाती है. तो शुगर क्या करता है, उसको कवर करके रखता है अच्छे से कि उसका शेल्फ लाइफ बढ़ जाए. टेबल सॉल्ट ऑन द अदर हैंड ड्रॉज वाटर आउट ऑफ द फूड एंड डिहाइड्रेट्स इट. टेबल सॉल्ट जो सारा वाटर अपने पास सक कर लेगा एंड जो अवॉइड करेगा थिंग्स टू ग्रो ऑन इट. कोई भी चीज को, बैक्टीरिया है, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं जो उस पर फीड करेंगे, उसको एक बेस चाहिए, वाटरी बेस चाहिए जिससे वो रह पाए. दे नीड वाटर टू सर्वाइव. टेबल सॉल्ट क्या करता है, जो भी डिश है उसमें से सारा वाटर खींच लेता है या तो अपने कंट्रोल में रख लेता है, सबको NaCl आयन से कवर कर देता है, जिससे कि जो भी बाहर का ऑर्गेनिज्म आता है उसके पास वाटर नहीं होता है सर्वाइव करने के लिए. सो इट स्टॉप और completely stops the feed of fungal infections, fungals and bacteria. Third, very common, is lemon. We have been using lemon in these days very much. Sweet lime, lemon. Doctors ने बोला था खट्टा खट्टा ज़्यादा खाना है, because lemons contain vitamin C and it builds our immune system. Now we will focus on preservative part more. We will come to vitamins part later. So lemon contains vitamin C. We can also call it ascorbic acid, which is a powerful antioxidant. नींबू लगाने का बोलते हैं, पता है, जिससे कि स्किन एकदम फेयर हो जाती है, because it has antioxidant. It results into a glowing skin. It prevents spoilage and rotting. अब इसका एक्शन वर्क ऑफ एक्शन एकदम सॉल्ट जैसा ही है. इट ड्रॉज वाटर फ्रॉम फूड, बैलेंसिंग pH फैक्टर एंड नेचर ऑफ एसिड्स इन फूड. अब ऑयल एकदम थिक होता है, विस्कस होता है. ऑयल इज विस्कस. तो इट क्या करता है, वो इट कवर्स द होल पार्टिकल एंड डजंट अलाउ एयर, ऑक्सीजन, मॉइस्चर टू रीच इट. So it provides an airtight seal to the ingredient that we are applying oil to, and thus reducing the oxygen or moisture contact from atmosphere, improving shelf life. Moisture and oxygen अगर वो react करेंगे ingredient के साथ तो rancidity हो जाएगी, बिगड़ जाएंगे. Oil क्या करेगा, वो cover कर लेगा पूरे food particle को, thus inhibiting its action with atmosphere. That's the reason pickles, जो आप अचार खाते हैं, pickles, उनको पता है मम्मी अगर बॉटल में भरते होंगे तो एकदम ऑयल से भर देते हैं ऊपर तक, या तो बहुत सारा ऑयल डालते हैं उसमें, एकदम नींबू भी डालते हैं खट्टा खट्टा, जिससे कि उनकी शेल्फ लाइफ बहुत बढ़ जाती है, यानी वो 1 या 2 साल तक खराब ही नहीं होंगे। दैट्स वाई ऑयल एंड लेमन बोथ आर एडेड टू पिकल्स। दे ऐड फ्लेवर, नो डाउट दे ऐड फ्लेवर, बट it improves its shelf life. We can preserve pickles easily for 1 year. हाँ, उनको पिकल्स को हम ग्लास बॉटल में स्टोर करते हैं बिकॉज ग्लास इज नॉट रिएक्टिंग टू द एसिड प्रेजेंट इन लेमन। अगर आप उसको प्लास्टिक की बोतल में स्टोर करोगे तो जो एसिड है वो प्लास्टिक की बोतल से रिएक्ट करके उसमें टेस्ट चेंज ला देगा, इसलिए वी स्टोर इट इन ग्लास बॉटल। द नेक्स्ट इज विनेगर। अब विनेगर is mostly added to all Chinese items that you eat. We eat it into day-to-day life. So vinegar is CH3COOH. It is also known as acetic acid or ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid यानी acid with two carbon present in it. This corner has carbon. All the carbons here in the corners, इसको बॉन्ड लाइन कहते हैं। बॉन्ड लाइन पे जितने भी कॉर्नर्स हैं, ये जो कॉर्नर्स है वहां पे कार्बन प्रेजेंट है। दिस इज अ बॉन्ड लाइन स्ट्रक्चर, so here a single carbon is present. अब CH3COOH is an ethanoic acid. इथेनोइक एसिड जो हम पढ़ते हैं एसिटिक एसिड भी कहा जाता है उसको। विनेगर इज 60% to 70% इथेनोइक एसिड, यानी 60 ml हमको एसिटिक एसिड लेना है, 40 ml वाटर पुट करना है, तो इससे हमें बनता है विनेगर। अब vinegar is being an acid, a mild acid, it kills microbes and inhibits food spoilage. Microbes होंगे उनको किल कर देगा एंड फूड को स्पॉइल होने से बचाएगा। It has an identical tangy flavor because acetic acid is tangy owing to its pH in the range of 4 to 5, somewhat similar to lemon, but people use vinegar because it is more tangier than lemon and cheaper alternative too. So Chinese item में वो लोग विनेगर ऐड करते हैं क्योंकि उन्हें बहुत खट्टा चाहिए। इतना सारा लेमन वो स्क्वीज करते करते थक जाएंगे, महंगा भी होगा। विनेगर तो थोड़ा सा डाल देंगे तो भी उसमें खट्टापन आ जाएगा। रेडी टू ईट पिकल्स जो आपको मार्केट में मिलते हैं उसमें भी लेमन की जगह पे वो लोग विनेगर ऐड करते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि सस्ता है। हाँ, आपके पेट के लिए खराब है, बहुत ज्यादा खा लिया तो ज्यादा नहीं खाना चाहिए, हो सके तो। लेमन्स आर हेल्दी, विनेगर इज नॉट वेरी हेल्दी, so we should avoid eating or having vinegar. Next we are having binding agents or stabilizers। जो हम जेलीज खाते हैं, पफ खाते हैं, उसमें क्या होते हैं? स्टेबिलाइजर्स, एम्ल्सिफायर्स, बाइंडिंग एजेंट्स होते हैं जो सबको एकदम अंदर के कंपोनेंट्स को बाइंड करके रखते हैं, गिविंग इट दैट जेली लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, जेली लाइक फील। नाउ स्टार्च। अब स्टार्च क्या है? पोटैटो को कभी ड्राई करोगे ना, पोटैटो को पील कर देना है, पोटैटो को कट कर दोगे पीसेस में, फिर उसको ड्राई कर देना, तो आपको व्हाइट पाउडर मिलेगा, उसमें भी स्टार्च होता है। स्टार्च इज द अर्लीस्ट नोन बाइंडिंग एजेंट इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ ह्यूमन। बहुत टाइम से वो लोग स्टार्च यूज करते आ रहे हैं। इट इज अ व्हाइट पाउडर विदाउट एनी ऑर्डर और टेस्ट, उसकी कोई टेस्ट या ऑर्डर नहीं होता है, जस्ट व्हाइट पाउडर होता है। बट a suspension of starch is used to cause the sticking together यानी sticking action। starch का हम यूज करेंगे, उससे क्या होगा? particles in the formulation will create size agglomerates यानी बड़े बड़े स्ट्रक्चर्स बना देंगे, that will reduce cohesiveness and encourage flow। इससे क्या होगा कि उनके बीच का फ्रिक्शन रिड्यूस होगा एंड बाइंड हो जाएंगे अच्छे से। thus the starch present will bind the substance to which we are adding it। A vegetable gum is the sticky substance that we get from the plant। it is capable of causing a large viscosity increase in solution even in small concentration। थोड़ा सा पुट कर देंगे फिर भी हमको विस्कोसिटी यानी गाढ़ापन, थोड़ा सा विस्कोसिटी बढ़ाने के लिए वेजिटेबल गम इज द बेस्ट। वेजिटेबल गम हम बहुत स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज में ऐड करेंगे फिर भी वी गेट अ हायर इंक्रीज इन विस्कोसिटी या तो थिकनेस, क्योंकि थिकनेस बहुत बढ़ जाती है। जस्ट अ मिनट। Third one is pectin. Pectin is mostly used for biological purposes because it helps to bind cells together. It has the ability to form mesh that trap liquid. वो एक नेट जैसा होता है जिसमें लिक्विड ट्रैप हो जाता है. पैक्टिन का स्ट्रक्चर ही कैसा है, देखो पैक्टिन का स्ट्रक्चर है ये. अब पैक्टिन के स्ट्रक्चर में बहुत सारी जगह है बीच में, तो क्या करता है पैक्टिन अपने आप में जो भी उसमें सस्पेंडेड पीसेज आएंगे लिक्विड के वो उसमें यहाँ पे सेट हो जाएंगे. इससे क्या होगा कि इट होल्ड्स द पीसेज ऑफ सस्पेंडेड फ्रूट इन जैम. Next is lecithin. Lecithin is a common compound that is found in soybeans, avocados. It acts as a binding agent to bind food that wouldn't bind ordinarily mix. अब जैसे कि ऑयल एंड वाटर है, मिक्स नहीं होते हैं कभी भी, लेकिन अगर हम सोयाबीन का जो ऑयल होता है उसमें से लेसिथिन निकाल लें तो उससे क्या होगा, कुछ सब्सटेंसेस जो ज्यादातर बाइंड नहीं करते हैं इससे वो बाइंड हो जाएंगे लेसिथिन से. दस कॉल्ड बाइंडिंग एजेंट. वो बाइंड कर देगा, जो एजेंट बाइंड नहीं कर पाते, मिक्स नहीं होते, उनको भी ये मिक्स कर लेता है अच्छे से. नेक्स्ट इज कोलेजन. कोलेजन इज अ बल्की मॉलिक्यूल. एज यू कैन सी इट इज अ बल्की मॉलिक्यूल, बहुत बड़ा मॉलिक्यूल है. इट हैज स्पेस इन बिटवीन. अब ये स्पेस में क्या होगा, यहाँ पे तो एक ही स्पेस था, यहाँ पे तीन स्पेस है. बीइंग अ बल्की मॉलिक्यूल इट कैन ट्रैप वाटर एंड अदर मॉलिक्यूल इन इट स्ट्रक्चर एंड हेल्प बाइंड. तो स्वीटनर वी यूज. अब चलो स्वीटनर यानी जो भी आइटम में हम स्वीट टेस्ट ऐड करते हैं, वी कैन कॉल इट देन स्वीटनर. Sugar is a very high calorie food and not very good for health. तो उसको कुछ शुगर तो हम सबको पता है वो स्वीटनर है. कुछ और कंपाउंड जो केमिस्ट्री से रिलेटेड हैं ही सारे, लेकिन मोस्टली कौन से यूज होते हैं. Here we are having sucralose. अब sucralose is a 0 calorie आर्टिफिशियल स्वीटनर. उसको बनाया गया है स्वीटनर को, लेकिन इट हैज नो कैलोरीज, लेकिन वो स्वीटनेस प्रोवाइड करेगा. आपकी कैलोरीज इंक्रीज नहीं होंगी, यानी आपको एक्सरसाइज करके बर्न नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. अगर आपको मीठा खाना है तो यू कैन हैव सुक्रालोज. इट इज 600 टाइम्स स्वीटर देन शुगर. 600 ग्राम शुगर डालो, उसकी जगह 1 ग्राम सुक्रालोज डाल दो तो वो उसका काम कर देगा. इट इज दैट मच स्वीटर एंड इवन 0 कैलोरी स्वीटनर. Next is aspartame. Aspartame is low calorie artificial sweetener. Aspartame is a structure which is benzene ring connected to nitrogen and ketonic group. It's low quality artificial sweetener which is 200 times more sweeter than sugar. Saccharin on the other hand is 300 to 400 times sweeter than sugar and also a 0 calorie artificially made sugar. अब जाइटोल है. जाइटोल में क्या है, देखो खाली कार्बन है एंड हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप्स हैं. हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप यानी OH ग्रुप. अब OH ग्रुप एल्कोहल्स में होता है. इथेनॉल, प्रोपेनॉल एंड ऑल हैव एल्कोहल ग्रुप. द OH ग्रुप. अब इसको इसी वजह से कहा जाता है शुगर अल्कोहल. इट इज अ नेचुरल सब्सटेंस विच इज फाउंड इन फ्रूट एंड वेजिटेबल्स विच अकर्स इन अ बॉडी. इट हेल्प्स इन प्रिवेंटिंग. दिस इज द ओनली शुगर विच हेल्प्स इन प्रिवेंटिंग कैविटीज. अगर आपको मीठा खाना भी है लेकिन आप चाहते हो कि आपके दांत में सड़ा ना हो, इंफेक्शन ना हो, आपको रूट कैनल वगैरह ना करवाना पड़े, तो यू कैन हैव xylitol. It is a natural sugar and it prevents cavities. उससे cavities क्योर हो जाएंगी, या तो होंगी ही नहीं, उससे जो बैक्टीरिया होते हैं माउथ में वो क्योर होंगे. तो शुगर अल्कोहल कहा जाता है. बैक्टीरिया क्यों क्योर होंगे, बिकॉज अल्कोहल है. सैनिटाइजर में भी अल्कोहल है, ये सेफ अल्कोहल है, तो वो क्या करेगा, बैक्टीरिया को बिल्ड ही नहीं होने देगा, जिससे कि कैविटीज बिल्ड नहीं होंगी आपके माउथ के अंदर, जो भी कॉर्नर्स हैं वहां पे। अब एट सल्फेम के, एट सल्फेम के इज एन six carbon atom with oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen and ketonic group। अब के यानी पोटेशियम, ये पोटेशियम है, एट सल्फेम पोटेशियम भी कहता है, लेकिन इसको शॉर्ट में एट सल्फेम के कहा जाता है। अब इट इज एन कैलोरी फ्री शुगर सब्स्टिट्यूट एंड इट इज नियरली 200 टाइम्स स्वीटर देन शुगर। शुगर तो हम सब लेते हैं, तो दीज आर द सम अल्टरनेटिव, सुक्रोलोज बीइंग द मोस्ट used alternative of sugar because it is 600 times powerful than sugar with 0 calorie। The exercise freaks, gym freaks can just eat sucralose if they are having problems with sugar। अब antioxidant, antioxidants are the substance which help in। अब एंटीऑक्सीडेंट का मतलब क्या है, यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन को प्रिवेंट करना, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट। एंटीऑक्सीडेंट क्या करते हैं, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट क्या कर रहे हैं कि दे हैव, फर्स्ट वन इज एस्पारागस। So asparagus is the nutritionally well balanced vegetable। Asparagus has high folic acid content and good source of potassium and fiber। It has thiamine, vitamin A, vitamin B6 with low calories। सबसे अच्छा न्यूट्रिशनली बैलेंस फ्रूट है वो है एस्पैरागस। So if you want, you can have asparagus because it is an antioxidant which has other many useful vitamins too। Avocado on the other hand is high in fat with 60% of it being monosaturated fat। मोनोसैचुरेटेड फैट यानी मोस्टली सिंगल बॉन्ड है सारा इसमें, ठीक है। तो इट हेल्प्स टू प्रोटेक्ट अगेंस्ट हार्ट डिजीज एंड लोअर द ब्लड प्रेशर। इट इज एन एक्सेलेंट सोर्स ऑफ पोटेशियम, फोलेट, फाइबर which benefits the heart and cardiovascular system। We can have pumpkin as antioxidant। Majorly pumpkin is an alpha carotene, beta cryptoxan and beta carotene group which neutralizes free radicals and stop them from damaging our cells। Sorry। It helps in protecting our cells against other attacking agents। It protects skin against the sun damage and lowers the risk of cancer and eye damages। So it is a wonder of chemistry that we are having here, which helps in UV protection, sun protection, maintain a healthy skin and antioxidant, antioxidizing property। Minerals, these minerals help our body to grow, develop and stay healthy। Body uses these minerals to perform many functions, from building strong bones to transmitting nerve impulses। These minerals even make hormones and maintain a normal heartbeat। Some minerals that are in body, these are all chemical components। The first one is zinc। अब zinc का एक पर्पज है that it defenses the and builds the body's immune system। In these times we ate tablet Zincovit। We were supplied with Zincovit because it helps in building our immune system। Iron Fe on the other hand develop growth and development and adds hemoglobin to our blood। It is the major supplier of hemoglobin। So the growth and development we have in our body is related to this iron। हेमोग्लोबिन से भी हमारा जो डिफेंस सिस्टम है, इम्यून सिस्टम है, वो बिल्ड होता है। So we were advised to have foods which are rich in hemoglobin, dates, sugars, beetroot, etc. that increase the hemoglobin content in our body. So we were advised to take hemoglobin too. Sodium maintains the functions of our body. Calcium is solely used for the building and maintaining strong bone health. Iodine is one of the very important minerals because it makes the thyroid hormone, controls the metabolism, and if you have noted, the salt we have in our kitchens is iodized salt. The iodized salt, it is because it may help the body to make thyroid hormone. अब थायराइड अगर हम आयोडाइज सॉल्ट यूज नहीं करेंगे तो क्या होगा कि थायराइड हार्मोन्स बिल्ड नहीं होंगे, वी कैन फेस मेडिकल कंडीशंस लाइक गॉइटर एंड अदर सीवियर कंडीशंस इन विच जो गला होता है वो फूल जाता है वगैरह वगैरह होता है. इसलिए गवर्नमेंट मेड इट कंपल्सरी टू add some amount of iodine to the salt so that humans consume it on a daily basis. So vitamins, these are another magic of chemistry. Chemistry has its own vitamins. In early days when we were not known of vitamins, we were supplied with Ayurvedic supplements that fulfilled our vitamins requirements. Nowadays we are having B12 injections, vitamin A injections, etc., that help maintain the level. Vitamins perform hundreds of functions in our body. It's for bones, heal wounds, helps our immune system bolster it. It converts certain amount of food into energy and repairs cellular damage. So major vitamins are the vitamin A, vitamin C, B12, K, and biotin. Biotin can also be called vitamin K. Vitamin A is made up of hexene. Hexene, that is a 6-carbon compound connected to different carbon compounds with and double bond. अब विटामिन ए का पर्पस है it improves our vision, immune system, and also helps in reproduction purposes. Helps lungs, kidneys, and other organs work properly. Vitamin C helps in growth, development, and repairing our body tissues. Vitamin C can be found in citrus fruits like avocados, lemons, sweet limes, oranges, etc. So these vitamin C help repair our body tissues and boosten up our immune system, wound healing, and maintenance of cartilage, bones, and teeth. Vitamin B12 that everyone is very short of. The people using RO water filters have a deficiency of vitamin B12 because it is a vitamin that can be removed in the RO filtration process. The vitamin B12 is the main constituent to produce RBCs and DNA. That's why it is the sole important vitamin. Many people take B12 injection these days to fulfill the requirement of B12. Vitamin K, on the other hand, helps in blood clotting in case of injuries, helping wound to heal and keep bones healthy. A vitamin K is made up of 6 carbon, the cyclic chain, ketonic group, and other alkyl groups attached. Biotin, the vitamin K, is helping certain nutrients to convert nutrients into energy. It maintains healthy hair, skin, and nails. The other topic we can get it covered is dyes. So we use dyes in many industries like inks, printers, textiles, metals, cosmetic stuff. It even resists to heat and UV rays. It conducts electricity. So these all are dyes are artificially made, and some of them are naturally available, but rest the dyes we use nowadays are artificially made. So that they are a product of chemicals being mixed, chemistry, the R&D in chemistry field. Most common dyes are azobenzene. Azobenzene imparts a red color to the substances. It is insoluble in water, so we can use organic solvents such as alcohol, ether, etc. to get it solubilized. And as it is insoluble in water, we use stabilizers with azobenzene to properly bind with the agents we want, because alcohol is not very much soluble in other components, so we use stabilizers here. Xanthine is a green color dye. It can be also used as a fungicide and has fluorescent properties. Triphenylmethane can impart a red, violet and blue color. Triphenylmethane is self-understandable IUPAC name. To one carbon atom, 3 phenyl groups are connected and a methane group in center. The soap and detergents industry. So soaps are long chain of fatty acids or carboxylic acid. They have one hydrophobic hand and hydrophilic hand. Hydrophobic, that is water repelling, and hydrophilic is water loving. So hydrophilic end attaches with the water and hydrophobic end attaches to the dirt. This action of soap helps in its cleansing action. Detergents are, on the other hand, long chains of alkyl groups connected to a sulfated group in the end. The main composition of soaps and fatty acids are fatty acids itself. These fatty acids are the main constituent that we use, or that gives us the cleansing action. Fatty acid are COOH group and R. In place of R, we can put any other group like CH3, C2H5, methane group, ethane group, propane group, containing 2 carbons, 3 carbons, 4 carbons, depending on the requirement. Alkalis are added to fatty acids to form or to give soap. Oils, adding oils to the soap will give us a nutritional value. It will keep our hands nourished. Sodium silicate is used to prevent mineral deposits on a surface, like on water, on our hands. So sodium silicate, a chemical compound, it will prevent mineral deposits on surface after washing by removal of water hardness. Sodium dodecyl sulfate, being a surfactant, it cleans dirt, creates foam and denatures proteins. Shiners we use in polishing shoes, vehicles, etc. are a part of chemistry. So shiners has the main constituent naphtha, lanolin, ethylene glycol, Arabic gum and colorant. So naphtha, with the help of naphtha, these shiners provide us a shiny and greasy texture that we want to see with the shiners. Naphtha is a part of the crude process that is left over that we can use here. It provides the greasy texture to clean well, and after finish of a shiny a reflecting cream. Lanolin is a moisturizer. It is added because this naphtha prevents to prevent dry, rough, scaly, itchy skin and minor skin irritation. As this naphtha dries out skin, we add Danolin to prevent this. It is a moisturizer basically. Ethylene glycol on the other hand reduces overheating. A shiny surface. Ethylene glycol, it shines the surface so that most of the light striking it reflects back to its source. Very less light is absorbed, so which prevents overheating. The heat is not absorbed here. Arabic gum, it stabilizes the glycol and naphtha. It is a stabilizer or the binding agent used. And as colorant, we can use various dyes that can act as pigment, and we can get the color we want with the help of these dyes. Thickening agents we use pretty often these days, like in molds, thick shakes, in dairy products, to change its viscosity without changing its properties. Of these thickening agents constitute most commonly of the natural ingredient cornstarch, algin and gelatin. Cornstarch is a very fluffy material which can bind all the constituents together and give us a good jelly-like structure, resulting in thickness. The water and other materials can fill in the gaps present in the cornstarch, thus binding well. Algin has also this binding structure, but it is less effective than cornstarch. We can attach n number of chains to this algin group. It is an open chain compound. The sodium helps reducing the or has a cleansing property, gives the cleansing property to algin. It will remove any object that inhibits from creating its thickening texture. Gelatin is mostly used in dairy products nowadays. Gelatin being a large, huge molecule can have a very high effect of thickening agent with just a small quantity added. The emulsifiers are just similar to binding agents. It helps two liquids get mixed very properly. Of hydrophilic head and lipophilic tail. It has an emulsifier constitutes of hydrophilic head and lipophilic tail. A hydrophilic end would stick to the emulsion of water and dirt, and the lipophilic end or the lipophilic tail will stick to the organic solvent part. And both combined will emulsify the content. Most common emulsifiers we can have naturally are soya, mustard and lecithin. Soya, we can get soya from soya beans and other very common soya oil, which helps in binding the agent. Mustard we use as binding agent. Lecithin is a 3-carbon atom which is connected to other ether linkage. It has ether linkage, C double bond O, and in place of R1 R2 we can get or we can attach any other alkyl groups. Cosmetic we are using like sunscreen, perfume, conditioners, etc. all made up of chemicals or relate to the chemistry. Composition of cosmetics, they mainly constitute of emulsifiers, thickeners and moisturizers. Emulsifier, it acts as binding the two chemicals. We can select many components depending on our activity. Like for perfumes, we would select aromatic compounds to get an good aroma. Thickeners, on the other hand, would gellify these substances like face wash, conditioners, shampoos. These thickeners would gellify also. They would add and thickening effect as users are used to it. Moisturizer will add a good effect to heal our cosmetic products can damage cosmetic products constituting of alcohol can damage our skin, so that we can use moisturizer to prevent that dryness and add a moisturizing effect to our skin. Thank you. Any questions would be welcome.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, how long does vitamin C stay in our body?
How long vitamin C stays in our body?
Body.
So vitamin C will, so vitamin, like it depends on the way you are intaking the vitamin C. It can last for weeks. If your immune system is not being inhibited or attacked by any virus, then that vitamin C can last for weeks in our body, because the main purpose of vitamin C is to build the immune system. If your immune system is not being used up or consumed in the process, the vitamin C can last for up to 6 weeks.
And sir, how much can a body absorb? Like, what is the quantity or measurement if we ask?
Like if you take 500 mg of vitamin C, it will be enough for 1 month if you are not facing any medical issue. 500 mg is 0.5 milligram of vitamin C,
Okay, sir.
which will be converted further to prevent other diseases.
Students, if you have any question, please ask.
If you are not able to talk, you can write in the comment section.
Nobody want to ask any question? Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for such a nice informative session. Thank you once again from participants and Gujarat Science City. I would like to thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Please to enlighten young minds. I hope all are doing safe, and let me know if I can help out in any way possible. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.